Hello guys, it's been a while. A lot has happened since I last saw you, but let's catch up on what happened. So, a war almost broke out, and the first two alliances have been created. These northern nations started expanding more. We have the Steel Country being created. The red team takes all of the British Isles. Almost all of Norway is explored. This blue country has expanded into the Sahara more. The teal team and the dark cyan team had just been into a war. Asia has just had a boost in expansion. And this little colony has been created, and more of Africa is starting to get explored. I know you guys have had a lack of videos, and I'm sincerely sorry for that. But this episode is going to be longer, and it's probably going to come out on Sunday instead. Ooh, but on Sunday I'm leaving for a vacation. You know what? That's another story for another time. This episode needs to be a 30-minute episode. And make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more. Just get on with the scenario. So where we last left off was the creation of the square team and the circle team. Now this is because the Bulgarian or Romanian country and the Northern Greek team, they both got into a little fight because of a trade route that went through them. Now, the blue team, they did not want to connect up their border, connect up the trade route with the Greek team's capital, because they thought that it would limit, it would limit trade going through their country, because they are basically the crossroads of Europe, I guess, because they connect the Middle East, or they're one of the connections, but the main connection of the Middle East to Europe. And now the Greek team has finally noticed that they're basically avoiding them, and they're basically directly going into them, and the Greek team is very mad about that. This is like making their economy less than everybody else's around the world, because they're literally getting blocked out from any trade. And so that's why they formed this alliance, and they were threatening war, but soon the square team was created, and it was formed with the orange team, the blue team, and the Crimean team. But then the circle team was formed with the Greek team, the yellow team, the pink team, and the farmers union, the farmers country. And also going over to Asia, these countries have been experiencing some very fast growth, but we are going to just continue over in Asia and Europe, because there's a lot of stuff I need to say in Europe before I go to Asia. But don't worry, Asia's gonna get their spotlight soon. Just wait. There's gonna be a lot of stuff happening in Asia, so just wait. Now I think it's like episode 13, including all of those episodes that you didn't see. And we can see some people going out into the ocean, and they start to explore the ocean more. You can see some people going out into the ocean, and they discover this island, and they also discover more of the North Sea. They go along the coast of Norway. But the main thing that they do is that they finally connect up with Iceland, and they discover, and they take, they don't discover the full island. They just discover a side of the island. And this side of the island is going to be the more developed side over the whole entire course of history. Instead of this side being the more developed side of Iceland, this side is. And the red team, being the red team, they colonize it. And also the purple team starts to take more land in, the Nordics, I guess. And they start to go around Norway. And they take some more of the mountains, and now they're becoming really big. And Northia is starting to stray away from their capital a little bit, and that might cause some internal stuff going on. But that doesn't happen yet, as they are still trying to settle the land and stuff, so they can't really rebel yet. Hopping down to Iberia, In the last episode that I recorded, well, last 2 episodes I recorded, there was a war going on in Iberia, which included the Dark Cyan team and the Teal team. This is because the Teal team was putting heavy taxes on any trade going through the Mediterranean or the Strait of Gibraltar, and that caused a lot of crippling to many other Iberian countries and many Northern European countries, especially the Dark Cyan team and the Red team and some of the people stationed along here in the Blue team, and also the Red team. But the Red team mainly traded on land and through their trade routes and to more Northern European nations. Anyways, the Dark Cyan team was really being affected by this, so they invaded them and they got them to put free entry through the Mediterranean, and they took some land. Now hopping over to the Red team, we can see them getting into a fight with the Purple team's leader. Now, the Purple team is starting to kind of, as I've been hinting in the last few episodes that you guys didn't see, sorry for bringing up the episodes that you didn't see, but they were kind of going up and trying to stray away from the Red team as they see how crazy the Red team's internal systems are getting, because they feel like that they are the chosen ones. God chose them to rule the world. So now they're trying to get the Purple team to join up with them. And the Purple team is kind of like, no. And this is making the Red team mad. And the Purple team is going to start to call upon other nations. And at first, some nations are like, weren't you working with them a few minutes ago? And they're like, yes, but now we don't like them. So now can you help us? And they're like, yes. And we can see a secret coalition being created. This coalition is not out there. It's really secret. And this coalition is going to be the Triangle Coalition. And a country that joins up on this coalition is the Green team. Another country is this team over here. And another country that joins in on it is going to be a very shocking nation, but also a nation that is known for kind of betraying people. It is going to be the Gold team. And now we have a secret coalition being created, as I just said. And now finally, moving over to Asia, these Chinese countries are having a lot of success. And with that success, with success, in wise words said by Geo Basavats, with success comes very bad. I say very bad. Wise words said by Geo Basavats. With great success comes great consequences. I just made that up right now. So, and with that success, they are also starting to not be very great in caring for their people, because they're just taking a lot of land because they need to, because there's a lot of people in their country now. And so when they take all that land, this country also takes some land, but then they are kind of screwed because their people are crying out to them like, please, we don't need more land out there. We need more land in here. We have perfect land in here for us. Please build more houses. Government, what are you doing? And so, as China being China, they collapse. Now let's draw up these borders. And this is what these areas are going to divide up. Yeah, this was very, 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 very bad for the Orange team. I don't really think there's a way to recover from this amount of land lost. So I'm going to add the capitals, but really quick, I'm going to tell you what happened here. So we can see the Orange team getting just this amount of land, which is very sad for them. Sorry, Orange team fans. Yep, this is very bad. The yellow team gets this little panhandle thing. The red team gets this little inland land. This dark blue team gets this land. This green team gets this land. The pink team gets this land. The teal team gets the bordering land to the yellow team, and the brown team is the smallest nation in Asia right now. The green team gets this, and the purple team up north gets this. And now I'm gonna add the capitals really quick, so I'll be right back. And these are the capitals here, but not moving far. We can see something else happening. We can see some people breaking off from the yellow team, and they go down and they find Taiwan, and they settle on it, trying to get away from the yellow team, which is crowded with people, and they settle on here. And not a spoiler or anything, kind of is. I have something planned for this island, and this island is going to change the course of the whole entire world forever. It is going to be crazy. So if you guys enjoy this series, then keep watching because it gets better. I know it's so good. I don't know how it can get better, but yeah. These guys are going to be the lime team, but just saying, later in the series, they're going to do something. They're going to do something first that many people don't do for like 25 years later, until 25 years later. Going down to Africa, we can see another nation forming on this area. I know I'm lazy with the colors, but it's fine. It's all the way across the world, so I don't think anybody will know. Actually, now you know, but it's fine. This green team is formed, and it's a tiny nation that is far, far away from anybody else. And you know about that coalition I've been talking about. The coalition is now going to start their operation. The coalition gears up for war, and they quickly storm into the red team. The purple team leads the charge, and the red team was very unprepared. They were doing a parade in the capital for the leader. All of these countries are coming in and crashing down, and they are rolling into the country at a very fast rate. This is just like a few hours, not a few hours, but a few like weeks. A few hours, actually like a day after the war started. And this front is already being very invaded. And this team goes in, and they are better than ever. They want to win this war so bad. The red team has been one of their main rivals for a very long time now. They've just outclassed them in everything for a very long time. The gold team is also sending supplies down through here, and they convince the green team to join in on the war. They were hesitant at first because when they tried to invade the red team, it didn't end up well. But the green team finally is invading the red team again. After that war, the green team hated the red team, and so now they might get their lick back. The pink team is rushing into this province, fully taking the whole province, and now this is not looking good for the red team. Like, the whole country is starting to fall. Their people are scared. They don't know what to do. They're quickly gearing up, and they cannot stop these guys right now. They are getting pushed around like it's nothing. And the blue team is rushing into the red team at a very fast rate again. They push through, and they go around the armies over here, and they encircle them. Soon they capture the ocean or the coastal areas, and now those troops are encircled. The blue team is rushing in with little to no resistance. And this is the biggest gangbang the red team has ever been in. And this is the first one that they might lose, because the green team is madder than ever, if that's a word, or angrier than ever. They are angry from that war, and they actually kind of don't like the blue team anymore because they caused them to get into that war, but it is but they still don't care. They are rushing in, and the purple team is like, whoa, why is this guy so mad? And even the blue team, which is crippled, actually they're starting to recover, but which is kind of crippled, is still invading into the red team. The red team was like gloating about being the number one spot. Actually, they're probably not the number one spot anymore. They're probably like the number 3 spot. Like, they've been getting whipped around. Like, the number 1 is probably the red team, and then it's probably the gold team, and then it's the purple team. The blue team is also angry at the red team, and they also are angry at the blue team or the purple team, but they are not fighting for them. They're fighting against them, or they're fighting on their own accord, and they start to go across the red team until the mighty red team army stops them in their tracks. They push up and circle this area, and they are starting to make a comeback in this war until we can see some purple team troops rushing down. They see the maps and they see the charts, they see the news, and they're like, you know what? That was my old country. For my country! Boom! They work together to push back the red team, and they start invading into them again. These forces are powered with anger, and anger straight from their hearts. The red team has never seen so many angry people coming at them at once, and their armies are forced to retreat all the way back. This allows the purple team to start to take all of this land out here, which allows them to take all of this land, and which allows the green team to take all of this land, surprisingly. And the green team is rushing in. They've never seen this little resistance in their life. But finally, the red team army is here, and they're basically making another defensive line. Their defensive line has worked. Their defensive lines have historically worked, but now they're not, because the purple team is rushing in. When the red team is fighting at them, they can see how fast they are going and how mad they are. They have nuke technology that the red team has never seen before. The purple team is very smart, and they've been cooking up something that the red team has never even thought could be true. But I'm not going to reveal that yet. They start massacring the people. They do. There's no Geneva Convention yet, so they can just massacre people. And the blue team also sprints across the island, or sprints across this area, I guess. I don't know what to call it. They sprint across it, taking more and more major cities, and they sprint across, just taking these major cities around here, and they just go one after one, taking them, sweeping across the coast. And the green team is also sweeping because they are tired. The red team is tired. They don't really want to fight a war anymore. They are just absolutely burned out. This war is the biggest war they've ever been in. Actually, no, it's not. Actually, yeah, it's probably for this generation, the biggest war they've ever been in, because the Great Middle Eastern War was probably the biggest war if they were still alive and they are fighting in here now. Yeah, the green team, they are not holding back. The green team is the angriest one and the one that deserves to get the most land out of this peace treaty. Yeah, because they are fighting so much. They've lost almost 100,000 people already by just going at them with like all their people are basically enlisting in the military and going out there with spears and like bows, because they don't care if they're not going to survive. All they want to do is kill the red team, and the red team cannot stop hatred, so that's why they're losing this war. The red team cannot stop people's feelings. So that's why they're losing this war. That's why their deficit is so big right now. That's why these people are invading their country with little to no resistance. That's why the blue team had literally just starting to get up on their metropolitan area. That's why the whole world is rooting for the triangle team. Because the red team has made everyone, and when I mean everyone, I mean everyone, angry. Ever since the beginning of the red team, something has just not clicked in their brains. Something that's called empathy has never clicked in their brains. They have never felt bad for anybody ever before. Even when they massacred the dark green or the green team's land, they did not feel bad a single bit. The Sandiks, they hate them for that. And that is why they're winning this war. Because they feel the need to kill the red team. In the royal family that has been controlling the red team for years now, for decades, for millennia now, is being imprisoned and captured. Because the blue team rushes into their capital with the help of the green team, which is also being helped by the purple team. They are going up on their on their capital province. These guys are pushing into. They take this whole area. And now it's a race for the capital. The red team has ran out of forces that still want to fight. Nobody really wants to fight, but you get what I mean. They have just ran out of morale. Nothing is going to save them in this war. The green team has also gotten to get up to this land. And the red team is finally starting to feel some type of way. They have, anytime a leader has met with them, they've always said that their leaders are stone-faced and very sarcastic. They have never seen a laugh or a smile on the red team leaders' mouths or even on their faces. They have never seen the red team happy. They have only seen them mad and desperate to kill. Desperate to gain power. And finally, the red team is going to get what they deserve. As the green team rushes into their capital, along with the blue team, they split the whole entire capital in half. Even red team people start celebrating in the city, celebrating the victory of the triangle team. You know that you are cooked when your own people are celebrating your failure. 12 hours after the capturing of the red team capital, the red team leader and their royal family is being taken back to the blue team's capital. And yes, the blue team's capital. And the leader of the blue team, they give them a speech. This is what they say. The red team is a disgusting nation. The red team is the worst country on earth. The devil put the country on this earth for one purpose: to cause harm and death and sadness to every single country on the planet. Even a country that has been there for the red team since the beginning. can't even look at them. That country is the blue team. The blue team, everybody in the blue team can't even think about the red team without saying something bad about it. That is the power of hatred. And that is the reason why we won this war. Because everybody on this earth hates you and wants to see you die. Every country on this earth is celebrating your demise. Does that tell you something? Or are you going to deny your failure like you always do? Are you going to deny the lives that you've costed all around the world? The red team is a disgusting nation that does not deserve to be on the map anymore. And soon they take the royal family out of the room and they go up to Cyprus into Lanarka or Phapos, and in the town square they get a guillotine, which is from the French country, of course, and they hang them up, put their heads down, and in front of the whole entire city they chop their heads off, one by one. And all around the world, people celebrate the red team's demise. And that speech that the blue team gave to the red team leader is remembered for ages. For the rest of humanity's time on this earth, the red team, the blue team speech is remembered and preached all around the world. Many red team generals and supporters and also some of their guards have fled to other nations illegally, and they're found and they're taken to the red team's capital to be executed, just like the red team's leaders. And now that is going to do it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more, as we are trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of this year. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.